And we're live. What up, everybody? How's it going? Tell me if I sound good, if I'm too loud or something, because OBS was being weird. It like switched mics on me when I was making a video a little bit ago, and it was rough. Like I was having a hard time with it. It literally just was like spiking and then dropping. It was annoying as hell. What up, Jonas? What's up, Aiden? Hi, Indop. Oh, Green Bay Packers, bro. What are you doing with that? Niners, baby. Niners all day. Bob stepping on the rakes meme. Bro. Dude, the sideshow Bob stepping on the rakes meme used to be. I feel like it should move over to someone else. It was always somebody saying that it was Xbox doing that. That every time they'd have a good announcement, something bad would happen. Bro, Ubisoft, like their CEO just coming out and basically shitting the bed constantly. Hello from Spokane. Hey, what's up, man? Aiden, damn. It's far. It's far, man. Welcome. But the Ubisoft like CEO coming in and just like, oh yeah, Black Flag's doing great. By the way, who cares about Sony's decision? Physical sucks. like it's not gonna be a big deal. It's like, bro, just take the W with Black Flag and just walk away. So dumb. We're gonna let people trickle in here because we're having a good time. There's a lot to talk about too today, honestly. A crap ton. Thing that does suck is that I work on a Saturday tomorrow. Bro, I gotta wake up like. Anybody work weekends? Like, I gotta wake up at like, I think it's like 6 a.m. Because I do a lot of technical, like I'm part of the tech field and stuff like that. So a lot of the technical things at like data centers, when you're moving servers, it usually is done on the weekends when there's not a lot of business going on. So things don't get fucked up. And so that's what I'm going to be doing my Saturday. I don't know if anyone else works on Saturday, but that's what I'm doing. I'm having a good time. Was there a Rings of Power trailer? No. Don't do this to me. Have you played Halo so far? I did today, and it was on. I don't have the Ultimate Edition. I didn't get it. I was just waiting for it, like, because I'm still playing 007, the DLC for. I'm playing those 3 games, basically, like AC Shadows, 007, all that. And I haven't jumped into Halo because I was like, you know what? I don't need to buy it right now because if I do, I'm going to play it, and I want to play it in co-op with some buddies who don't have the Ultimate Edition. If Xbox sent it to me, I would have it, but I don't even know if I would be able to play it because I want to play it with co-op. So it looks good though. I've seen a couple people play it. I watched this morning while I was working. I just have like stuff on in the background. I saw Alex had it up and he was playing it. And it looked good, man. I don't know. I think it looks pretty decent. I think they did a pretty good job with the port. I don't know how it feels though. The thing with shooters is I need to know how they feel like in your hand. Like when you're playing mouse, keyboard, or controller, I need to know how it feels when you shoot. But it looks pretty good. Has anyone played it? What up, Magnum? How's it going, man? If Xbox is the sideshow Bob meme, PlayStation this is a fine dog. Dude, facts. On the real. Honestly. Like, Xbox is... I mean, the rake thing, it's like everybody knew the layoffs were coming, right? So I don't know. That rake thing's a little... I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I think that it's... they had a really good showcase, and then they sold, or gave the independents or sold those studios off. They're like, hey, good job showing your games. Fuck off. Get out of here. Magnum, good to have you here, man. Mdoop, good to have you here, man. He ranks you too, man. Bro, Jonas, honestly, the Sony fans being mad for the first time is a little crazy to me. I haven't seen it this bad. I don't know if anyone else has. I definitely have not seen it that bad. That's just me. I haven't seen it like be that horrible where the fans are legitimately annoyed. They used to rake to clean up the mess this time. Yeah. Damn, Magnum. Damn. So what you're saying is they had a good show and everybody was like hyped about it. And instead of them stepping on the rake, you're talking about they cleaned up the mess with the rake, basically getting rid of those studios. That's what you're saying. I see you, bro. I see you. I want to know what everybody's like top news item was this week in the chat. Like that's kind of what I'm looking at is there's so much going on. Like I read the whole it was a few weeks ago. Jason Schreier kind of talked about it. Like all those projects at Blizzard, that's what got me hyped. Like legitimately got me hyped. Like were all the projects that Blizzard's working on and how everything is coming into like BlizzCon this year, be it the StarCraft shooter, the new RTS, WoW Classic Plus, a couple things from the Diablo team, the Arthas like action RPG, like all this stuff. Like it's so I don't know. Is PSN back up? I don't know. Is it back up? I'm about to look it up. It looks like it's restored. They're saying restored services, gaming, social features, account management, video, everything's back up, but it was down for multiple hours, right? Like wasn't PSN down for like dude, I don't even know. Like, wasn't it like 6 to 8 hours or something? Like, it was some long, like, it was pretty, like, it was down for a while. I don't know if you remember, but I was the one that won the Xbox Series X on RDX years ago. Were you really? Was that you? Bro, do you know how many people wanted that? And, like, I got some DMs of people like, hey, you know, like, I put my name in, and I'm like, okay. It's a random draw. What do you want me to do? Like, fucking what? I'm not fixing it, man. But people wanted that so bad. That all digital looking good. It is looking good, man. All digital, especially when PSN is down for how many hours? Do you think Asha and Xbox leadership will actually listen and go full exclusive? We'll see. I think it is going to be case by case. They're not going to go crazy. They're not going to go crazy. I don't know. I don't like it. To me, full exclusive means everything, right? Like the multiplayer games, like Halo were exclusive, things like that. But I don't know. I think the Elder Scrolls and Bethesda, I think they'll go. I like in my mind, I think they have to like actually get something. What's up, everyone? What's up, Boss Red? How's it going, man? Boss Red, you said something good. Sony fans wanted to see PlayStation win. Well, this is what Sony looks like when it's winning. Pure, uncut, and complete greed, bro. Honestly, that's kind of how it was. Does it, like anybody like remember the PS3 era? Like that's exactly how it was. They just didn't care about anything or competing or any like they brought out the PS3. It was overpriced. Yeah, it had a Blu-ray in it. Like that's great, but it was super overpriced. It was super expensive. And they didn't have a lot of exclusives on it until the end of the gen, and that's how they kind of caught up. But that's what it looks like when PlayStation is so far ahead and they don't care. And it's starting to kind of come into fruition now of the same thing that they're just doing that. They're just not caring at all. It kind of sucks, honestly. I like pure competition, like to me. And then, to like be fair with Xbox was competing a lot in 2017 and 2018, man. Like 2016, when they brought out like the Xbox One X in 2017, they were really competing and really trying to get people back on the console. Like the Xbox One X was one of the best consoles, man. I don't care what anybody says. That thing was a fucking powerhouse. It was heavy. It was good. It was quality. Games ran well on it. It was just a good piece of hardware. And they were trying to compete. And then they kind of stopped because the team gave up or Phil or somebody just gave up. So I just feel like there's not a lot of competition in general within the space. And Nintendo does their own thing. I don't even like look at that. But yeah, it was kind of annoying. I think that they could do a lot better. I think everybody can do a lot better across the industry for like competition's sake. That's just me. But, gamers win when companies compete. Yeah, exactly, Red. That's literally, we all win when they compete. That's how games with gold came out, PSN games. That's how all that shit started, man. Like all of that started because of competition. Like once they stop competing, we lose as gamers. Blade, if it released, do you think it would be exclusive? Do I think Blade would sell well? I think it'd do okay. I don't know if it'd sell like crazy good. That's just me personally. Like I don't know if it'll sell like an insane amount. I hate to break that. Like I just don't know. Like it depends on the game. I think if it's brutal and it looks awesome and it looks fun, and I think that they needed to make it like third person so you look cool while you're doing cool vampire shit, I think it would have done well. Tyson, they are worse than back in the PS3 era. They at least turned things around and apologized. Yeah. They also invested a lot into first party then in the PS3 era. Like the PS3 era was a huge era for PlayStation, and it kind of shaped into what they are now because they invested so much in their first party and their ecosystem, like a lot. They put a lot of money into it, and credit where credit's due. They launched the PS3 and it fucking didn't do so well. Like the Xbox 360 was dominating. Like even with the red rings of death, it was dominating. So a lot of people then looked at PlayStation as like, oh, they're not really trying. They're not doing too much. And then next thing you know, they have a bunch of good first party games, build up a lot of hype, and then they went into the PS4 era with Xbox shooting themselves in the foot multiple times. So it was a good thing for them, but this generation, it does feel different. They're ending a lot of this gen, PlayStation is, with like a lot of bad news. Like, I don't know if anybody like agrees with me on that, but it just doesn't feel as like hopeful as it did after the PS3 gen and then the PS4 gen. Like when the PS4 gen ended, they ended with like Ghost of Tsushima, all these like pretty decent games. And then PS5 came along and it was like Xbox was competing with them too, with a lot of their new hardware and all of that. I still have mine. It's a beast. Yeah, dude, the Xbox One X was I still have mine right there. It's on my shelf near my Series X and near my PS5 and my PS5 Pro. It's right there. That was one of my favorite consoles. Good afternoon, man. Good afternoon, Big Mo. Big Mad Mo. I can't read for shit. I feel sorry for Bungie because we all know it's pretty much dead. Kind of sucks to say. Dude, actually, that was the first thing I wanted to talk about was Marathon's director leaving, right? Was it the creative director left? Yeah, Joe Ziegler. He left. He's gone. So does anybody still play Marathon here, by the way? Because I'm trying to figure out, like, Steam numbers here. Let's look at Steam numbers. Dude, woof. Holy shit. That is rough, my friends. That's rough. Okay, so, what was his name? It was Ziegler, right? So if you look here, we'll start off now. We'll just start talking about the news now. F it. You know what I mean? If you look here, Marathon director Joe Ziegler leaves Bungie just after 4 months after launch. Rough, bro. Rough. Like, I don't... Like, keep it weird, keep it real. So, Marathon director left, and this is after 3.5 years at the studio. In an update he posted on Twitter on Friday, Ziegler announced Friday 17th, passing the torch of the game to the director. By the way, did anybody see that article that was like, Marathon is going to like the director's assistant? They made it sound like it was going to like the assistant person, like an assistant that's like behind a desk somewhere, like filing papers. I was like, that's a messed up headline. Oh, it's going to the assistant. Like, what? It's not what's happening. They're going to the assistant director, like, of the whole game. What's up, Boyd Rat? AJ, what's up, man? Woohoo! This generation has been terrible. Woohoo, you're not wrong, bro. I will say there's been some good games. One of my favorite games of, like, ever is Elden Ring. That came this gen. I love that game. There's a couple games out there that I've really enjoyed. I've enjoyed doing the Dark Ages. I've enjoyed a couple others. But it does feel like, from PlayStation's perspective, and some other ones, it's like the remaster gen, man. Like, that's what it feels like. Tyson, good to see you, man. Dark Zone, good to see you. Bungie Bungie was never the same after Activision bought them and they took Sony for a fool's ride. Bungie was never the same after they, yeah. Well, Activision, did Activision buy them? I don't know if Activision bought them, bud. I think it was like a partnership. Was it a buy? I could be fucking wrong. I thought that was, I thought Bungie was something like they just worked together. They had those two studios within Activision making stuff, making DLCs for them, and then so on and so forth. Was Elden Ring on PS4? So it was a last gen game? Fuck me. There you go. I'm proud of them and excited. See the helm of the future. You know, I don't even want to read all this. We already know what's happening. I'll be heading to something new somewhere else, and we'll update as soon as they can, basically when his contract is over with Bungie. Bungie, I feel like, has always been like kind of this type of studio where they just have a lot of shit going on always. There's always something going on with Bungie. When they were with Xbox, there was something going on. When they went to Activision, they didn't like certain things that they were telling them to do, and now they're at Sony, and again, there's something going on. While they did make one of the best games ever in, like, not ever, but like one of the big games that a lot of people accredit them to is Destiny 2, which I think did define a generation. And to me was actually one of the biggest catalysts that pushed PlayStation 4 into winning, because people thought Bungie was like exclusive or Destiny 2 was exclusive. But I don't understand this. When you look at Marathon's numbers, like, look at this. Like, this was... Did you know what this is? This little spike here to 14,000? There was like this big resurgence campaign from the fans that play this game. And there was a big resurgence to like get the game to have a lot of people play it. That's how far they got, dude. That's how far they got, is this. 14,000 or 14,800 peak. Like, what are we talking about? And then now it's just back down. It's like, yeah, the director's going to leave because the game isn't doing well. But then you move over to this game. They're like bread and butter. And it's like, one, the peak players is already like, it's atrocious comparatively. And then you look at the 24-hour peak and it's like, I don't know. What are you doing here? And yeah, Dark Zone, you're right. They did make Halo. One of Xbox's biggest franchises, if not their biggest franchise, next to like Forza Horizon, I would say. Like, Halo was one of those things that people just didn't understand. Moneybags, I'm late. I see in the comments Spawn exclusive. I don't think that's true, man. Don't fucking do that. You make me all sad and shit. But I don't know. I don't think this is shocking. Are you guys shocked by this guy leaving? Like, legitimately. I'm asking, like, straight up. Like, this feels like a thing that was just going to happen. And I have a feeling they're going to have, like, a talent drain. Like, a bunch of people are just going to be leaving Bungie. Like, honestly, I just feel like a lot of people are like, yeah, this isn't really what we were thinking of. Marathon obviously didn't hit. This doesn't look good. The game isn't doing well. We need to make some changes, and it's just going to, like, fly off the hinges, I think. Marathon is dead. Nobody wants that sexual line. Bro! Chill out. Is it, though? Ah, fuck, you're right. You're right. You're right. Shut up, dude. You're right. I don't see the appeal of it. I think, like, when you look at something like this, like Destiny, like, this is what people wanted. It's not that he was, like, AJ, you're right. Like, he wasn't a founder. Like, I get that. It's not like but he is the game director for their only game. Like, Destiny 2 is dead. So the game director left the fucking studio. Like, how do you even get, like, and the game looks great. So I'll be full disclosure, everybody here. I thought when they first showed this thing off, like, do you remember the trailer they had at the State of Play? I thought when they first showed that, Marathon looked stupid. I was like, this does not look that great. And then they, like, fucked off for like a year and a half and then came back. And when they came back, they started showing the game a little bit more. Then they had like deep dives, deep technical dives. And I was like, this actually doesn't look that bad. They're doing a pretty good job. It got me like a little excited. And then they did the open beta. And I played the open beta for hours and hours and hours. And I couldn't get into it. I don't know. I just... Void Rat, nothing's bigger than my eyebrows, dude. Don't fucking say lies out there. Once upon a time, Destiny 2 is bigger than Azalkar's eyebrows. I don't want to hear your shit. You know? I don't want to hear your shit, dude. My eyebrows, don't do that to my eyebrows. These things are genuine. Class acts, all right? Don't disrespect them. Nothing's bigger than those eyebrows. Woohoo, they did waste the studio, man. So, like, what I'm saying is that I actually had some hype behind the game when they were starting to get that resurgence and really push things forward, where it was like, oh, cool, this technical deep dive's cool. The bodies are like deteriorating. They stay there. And it made it look way more actiony. Then when I was playing the game, I barely ran into people. It just like, I don't know. Then the PvE wasn't that great. And honestly, the shooting didn't feel great on mouse and keyboard. It just didn't feel like a Bungie shooter. When you're playing Destiny, like, Destiny shooting feels legit, like, great for a PvE game. Like, it just, the headshots felt great. You felt very active. Like, it just felt really good and accurate. Even on the controller, it felt awesome. And the mouse and keyboard, it felt great. Marathon didn't. Like, I don't know if it was the guns, and then the menu was all weird. I just think they over-engineered it, is what I'm saying. Because it looks great. Like, the screenshots look great. But the game doesn't look like that when I'm playing it. It doesn't look that great. The Pinkman TV trailer. Dude, yeah. And they wasted themselves. They did, Mo. They 100%. I feel like they wasted themselves. Like, I don't know. That's just me. I could be wrong. But I just feel like they wasted themselves. And then, like, you look at this and it's like, the news comes as a challenging time with Bungie, which mirrored in controversy yet another round of layoffs last month. And that's the other thing. I don't know if anybody noticed this. Is like, I'll be real. When people mention like the Xbox tax, everybody knows what that is. Anything that comes out with Xbox minus a point on it because the media doesn't like them. I'm starting to fucking believe that. Like, straight up. I was always like, I'm sure there's some people that don't like them, but I'm sure they'll be okay. And like, there's not really an Xbox tax. No one's talking about this guy leaving, like, on the media. They're not talking about how bad Marathon has been, how bad Sony has managed them, because it was so bad the way they've managed Bungie, and they paid so much money for them. Like, it's so bad. And like, earlier this month, ex-Marathon director Christopher Barrett announced a settlement has been reached with Sony and Bungie after he sued both companies for wrongful dismissal because he got the boot. Like, I don't think Bungie... I feel like Bungie was at its wit's end and they knew Destiny wasn't becoming profitable anymore and they were losing money. And they were like, we have this new game, Marathon, Sony. You should buy us. I don't know. Alvarez, damn time stalker. Hey, man, I'm out here. Hey, yo, hit that. Thank you, Mo. DeMello, my bad. Mello saying hit that like button. I appreciate you. Hit that like button, everybody. Yeah, but I never believed in the Xbox tax to the extent that others did until like recently with all this shit going down. Because people are like, Bungie's dead, bro. Like, it's fucking dead. Destiny is dead. Like, they're gone. They're out. They're gonna go extinct. Like, that's just what's gonna happen. I just don't understand how this doesn't get way more coverage of the fumble that they have. Like, Sony especially when it comes to this. And it's like all their live service stuff, including Bungie, they're ones that were supposed to be experts, have completely fucking faltered. Like, I don't get it. By the way, random, I know, but I got an email from YouTube saying that they're giving like, they're doing like a promotion where you could become a member for like no cost. Anybody check that out? Like, cause I can't do it because it's my own fucking channel. But I was like, what? Like, they're doing a whole promotion for people. Engage with the audience. No, it's not that. Yeah, whatever. I don't know. So anyways, they're doing like this whole promotion. I was like, do I gift this to people? I have no idea. I don't, I'm learning as I go. So anyways, I don't know. The Xbox tax to me is real, especially when it comes to this. Especially since they destroyed one of the biggest games, like Destiny. Like I get Bungie did this, but it's legitimately Sony that did this. Like, I don't understand. What do you guys think? Like, because I think it's terrible. I think matches are limited per total percent. What up, what up? Xbox needs to go full on exclusive. PlayStation doesn't deserve Xbox games. Well, apparently Sony doesn't want to put their games anywhere. I've not played Marathon. You're not missing out, man. I played it and I don't know, man. I didn't like it. Was it free, Mello? I'm not asking you to do it if you spend. I'm just legitimately asking because I got an email. Thank you for becoming a member, brother. A little zealot. Bro, I put badges in there and everything. I was like, oh, we're going to do all this stuff. And I just wondering if it was like, because they put out the promotion, like for your next live stream, make sure you tell your fan. I was like, okay. Because I've never seen that before. They've never done that. Little zealot my ass. Hey, dude. Got him. Got him. Got him. You know what? You get some fucking baby carrots too, brother. That's what you get. That's what you get, bro. I don't want to hear it. That's what you get. My PS5 Pro's collecting dust. Hey, dude, on the real, though, I've been using a lot of my PS Portal, but it stopped. I stopped doing it. I stopped playing because I've been playing more 007 because that was Play Anywhere, so I bought that on Xbox. So it's super easy to go from like my PC to my console. And then I also bought Black Flag, which I'm enjoying. And then I have Doom the Dark Ages, the Dark Ages DLC, which again, I can play on my PC or my console. So it's like, whenever I can switch through the two, that's just, to me, that's the best sweet spot, man. Should have been a member long ago. I appreciate it, Mello. You don't have, no, honestly, hey, thank you. I didn't know literally what they were saying on the email. And I was like, I guess I'll say this. I don't know if it's still going on or if I can gift people shit. Like, I don't know how to do anything on this, man. I need to do more streams. Fuck it. What up, Dave? Good to see you, brother. Asha handing Matt a physical copy saying this is how you share games at Xbox. Dude, Red. The biggest Uno reverse card I would ever see, bro. Like, straight up. Biggest Uno reverse card. Like, just fuck off. And honestly, like, let's look it up. One of the big things, like, I truly think that the Helix isn't going to have a disk drive. I know that sucks. By the way, everybody say what's up to Web Dave, bro. Awesome dude. Awesome dude in the community, man. Such a cool guy. We're gonna look up this thing. Here we go. The one thing I will say that I think personally is pretty good, but they need to do this a little bit better, is Xbox is testing the disc to digital. Baby carrots in the chat, baby. I've been mainly going between my PC and Xbox because of Xbox Play Anywhere. Dark Zone, exactly. So this is what I'm saying is this Xbox testing their disc to digital feature that digitizes the physical game collection. Give me more of that, please. Like, legitimately, give me more of that shit. Like, I want more of that. Because not only do you... To me, it's like what Blu-ray and the movie industry does, where they take their they take their movie, they put it, when you buy it physical, they give you a code that you could put anywhere, right? You can put on Voodoo or wherever the hell you are, where you build your collection, iTunes or wherever you are, on Apple. Like, that to me is awesome. If Xbox did that, at least in my mind, would go a long way for people. If they're like, we're not getting rid of physical, but you're also getting a digital thing because we want you to do that, because sooner or later digital is going to take over and we want you to be cool with it. When you get your disc, you can still go to digital. That to me is awesome. And it needs to be Play Anywhere, which they're already doing, right? Like, I don't know if anybody else agrees, but that to me is what they're already going to start doing, is pushing things way more to be play anywhere. Even the old Xbox games, right? With the emulation. By the way, that emulation, bro. The 4 games they announce, this thing, the Xbox PC backward compatibility hides a 360 emulator called XEO3. Dude, that is going to be so dope. That emulation thing is so awesome. I keep saying this is why Xbox should just back to DVD, CD, and just use a gutted Blu-ray to cut down on cost. 1/4 the price. Sony can't stop DVD and don't want Blu-ray players. Yeah. You're not wrong, AJ. I remember, does anybody remember like the 360? Dude. Dude, we're going. Anybody remember this thing? For the 360? The HD DVD player? Anybody? That's old. I had this fucking thing, bro. I bought this for my 360. I remember it. Did anybody else have this thing? Crazy cut. You're about to have 1,000 achievement AC Black Flag. Mellow? Dope. Bro, this thing, by the way, I had this thing. I bought like 5 movies for it. And then I remember they just stopped making the HD DVDs. Bro. Yeah, it was such a waste, dude. Remember the old hard drive? Hell yeah. You remember seeing those? Dude. No, wasn't dumb enough to buy it. I was. Fucking jack. Because I was like, oh yeah, HD DVDs will be around. What's the, it's like wherever video games and adult industry goes is what's going to win. And they like both of those went. So PlayStation and the adult industry went to Blu-ray, and that's what wins. Like that is the math behind it. And so DVD players or like HD DVD didn't win because they didn't get those 2 fucking markets. I'm like, hell yeah. Gamers are out here, dude. By the way, I know this is on eBay. I'm just clicking it. This movie right here, The Last Samurai, is a banger movie. I don't know why I just saw it. This movie, 300, Troy, Batman Begins. I'll watch those all day, bro. Those 4 movies right there, bangers. Sorry. Fucking tangent. I just saw them, man. Those are banger. But this HD drive, like, what are we doing? So, yeah. The 360 wasn't a DVD player. No, this is for, so that thing, this thing here was for HD DVDs. So like kind of the equivalent of Blu-ray. It was a higher quality at the time. I think it was 1080p at the time. So a lot of things were like 720p, 480, and this was like, oh yeah, we're jumping to 1080p, and it was the HD, bro. It's so good. That's old school, man. That's old school shit right there. I like it. I like it. Nobody remembers the 256 megabyte Xbox 360 memory card. I do, Negan. I 100% do. Ronin Show is top tier. Nice. No, I want both PlayStation and Xbox to win overall. That will be so much better for us gamers. With no competition, they won't win. Yeah, dude, and that's the hard part about this whole thing is that I want both of them to do very well, right? Like, who doesn't? Like, you want both companies to do well, so they're fighting for your dollar. Because if they're both doing well, that means they're both trying to get that next level of people on their platform, and they're going to do crazy shit to do it. And that was the best during 360 and the beginning of the Xbox One and PS4 generation. All this stuff. I got the hiccups and just held my breath and suppressed it. That's a skill right there. I'm probably going to fucking get an aneurysm, but like that was a skill. Void said he's been collecting Blu-rays lately. They are cheap right now and have a feeling they won't stay cheap. No, I don't think they will either. And they are pretty cheap, and you get a lot of stuff for them too, man. I will say that getting the key so you can put your shit anywhere digitally is a solid move by the movie industry. But this is where I think people don't understand where it could go, is this right here. The backwards compatibility. Like where they did the here, let me go look for it real quick. I have it in my DMs. By the way, I made a video about this. Does anybody think that this was kind of a shot at PlayStation? I think this is wholeheartedly a shot, bro. Wholeheartedly a shot at PlayStation. New tech shouldn't mean leaving behind old games. Today, Xbox is launching new tech so you can play the OG Xbox games you own, but now on PC and handhelds. I think that's 100% a shot. Like, full disclosure. I don't know if you guys think that, but I think that's a fucking shot. That was... And then, like, of course you go into it and it's like pretty cool. Like they're doing a couple things, but her statement makes it feel like shouldn't leave behind old games, because that's exactly what PlayStation is doing by going full digital, is that all your PS5 and PS4 physical games are basically not going to matter next generation. You're going to have to either rebuy them. And I don't know if there's any rumors. Is there any rumors of PlayStation doing disc to digital like Xbox is rumored to do? They were apparently going to announce that last year. Phil was, and Sarah. Memories, dude, 100%. We need Anonymous to come back and shut down PlayStation. Dude. I can't believe they said it. Like, they're like, it's down. Like, that was the tweet. Just like, what the fuck? That's why you get so many good sales on Steam, GOG, and Epic on PC competition. Yeah, competition, bro. Steam is just going to sell well because it's fucking Steam. Like, they just always win. It's just what it is. They're the best platform for games and, like, putting it together in a library and having it there and then communicating with your friends. They're just really good at it. They built it for years. Got the 3 Rings of Death and never even considered getting anything else. Xbox 360 was it for me. Yeah, I got the Rings of Death 4 times. And that really actually kind of annoyed me because I was young and I didn't have, like, money. I was like, damn. So they repaired it once, and then like the other time they repaired it again, and then the third time they didn't. I got a new one, and then I got it again. I was like, eh. And then my PlayStation actually broke, and I looked it up, and it was a malfunction they had from disc readers, and that broke really quick. And then it wouldn't eject my Madden, and so I hit their support. They're like, you just buy another one. I was like, really? You're not gonna even it's your issue, fuckers. But yeah, no, I don't think PlayStation has a disc to digital. Disc, not Discord. Did I say fucking Discord, Jonah? Don't be fucking talking shit. Conquer only plays at 30 FPS. Disappointment. Does it? I thought they said that it got like enhancements. Am I tripping? Or was it just resolution enhancements? I think it was just resolution enhancements. But this whole thing here, this backwards compatibility, I think this is cool shit. Like, first of all, the tech behind this to do this from like an engineering perspective is wild. Like making calls on OG Xbox software while running Windows 11 and doing it within that architecture and then emulating it out to you is so cool. Using your your system, your hardware to do that, I think is cool. Like as a geek, that's fucking dope to me. I think that's so cool. I just spilled all my shit. Holy shit. It went in my nose, dude. I got murked. Holy shit. Oh, I literally had this just go. I breathed it in, dude. I got worked. Jonas with the 5. Thank you, brother. Thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. I really appreciate you, man. My eyes are so watery right now. I got murked. I got my ass kicked from a fucking monster. Holy shit. God damn. Thank you so much for the gifted, man. I really appreciate it. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna cry on stream, guys. I got fucking taken out. Scroll up a little bit. I missed some stuff. Moneybags, how's it going? Yeah, Xbox and PC in business together. Love Gears. The reason I got an Xbox. Dude, Gears was a huge reason I got an Xbox, and all my friends were too. All my friends went over there. We were all playing Halo. And then when I saw that 360 Gears trailer for the first Gears, I was like, I'm playing that. Like, I don't give a shit what I got to do. I'll sell my soul. I'm playing that damn game. Fucking hell, that monster fucked me up. Appreciate you, Moneybags. Thanks for commenting. Also, discs are going away, but Wolverine will be on disc. So when the PS6 is out, you've got to buy it again. That is a good question. That is a Jonas, because also God of War, bro. Also God of War. Same thing with God of War. What'd they do to God of War? Like, they're going to bring it out next year. They said it's coming to disc. And the same thing, you'd have to buy it again. They have to do a disc to digital, man. Like, if PlayStation doesn't do a disc to digital, that's rough. That is so rough. Especially when Xbox is out here. We're going to get a little fucking messy, chat. We're going to get a little messy. I don't care. Okay. I don't even want to play it because I don't want to hear it, to be quite honest with you. Did anybody see this guy? Like, I know this person's talking shit. I get it. We're going to get a little fucking messy. So, this guy's reading about the backwards compatibility. This thing that we're talking about right here. Which I think is fucking awesome. By the way, Conker's Bad Fur Day is one of the best OG Xbox games ever. It's fucking awesome. I think this is really cool. Like, you can emulate your games, your old games, play them, especially on a handheld. They're getting achievements later down the line. So games that don't have achievements are going to get them, and then you'll get them on PC. So they're making it a more cohesive Xbox experience. This guy, though, I don't know his name, and who cares? He's basically like talking about how this thing is going down, and then all he says is like, it's not backwards, it's just a port. They're doing this for brand purposes. And he doesn't say it in like a fucking, oh, they're doing it because it's pretty cool and they didn't have to do this. No, they're doing it for brand purposes. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. What the fuck are we talking about? Yeah, brand purposes. They want to make their brand look decent. Like, what are we even saying? I'm not trying to like start shit, but yeah, they want their brand to look good. And you're sitting there like shitting on something that's pretty awesome. Like, this should be like, oh, cool. They didn't have to do this at all. At all. His name is Blessing. Hey, on the real though, Boomer Benz, like, I'm asking, I'm not really Blessing. Like, I truly don't know. Like, I don't, listen, guys, you guys know me. I don't go into like the fucking crazy shit. I'm asking, is his name really fucking Blessing? I'm just truly asking. If his name is Blessing, then wholehearted, cool. I just don't know if you're fucking with me. I'm just wondering. Oh, the Xbox version was live. Yeah, my bad. Conker's Bad Fur Day was on the N64. Anyways, like, yeah, it's for brand purposes. He doesn't say like, oh, this is a cool thing in the midst of Sony fucking killing physical games by 2028, in the midst of ownership and all the things that associate with digital ownership and making it better, and what company can do that better. He's like, they're doing this because they want their brand to look good. It's brand purposing. No fucking shit. His name is Sincerely Blessing. Cool. Thanks, Boomer. Thanks, bud. Fuck. So this guy, Blessing, is like, yeah, they're doing it for brand purposing. I don't know, like, this is a very short clip, and fuck me. Why? This is why you don't scroll down on Twitter, guys. Right there. That shit right there. That's why you don't scroll down on Twitter. Because then you get the messy shit. Like, I'm scared to scroll down anymore because there's just be some vile people in there, and you know it. Like, then you get this shit. This is what you get. The amount of, like, honestly, the amount of comments in Twitter that get me to laugh, it's a form of entertainment in and of itself. Like, some of the people post some very fucking funny shit. So, I don't understand why they would like think this is okay to like criticize this and say this is for brand purposes. Of course, everything a brand does is fucking for purposes of making the brand look better. Like, I don't think I'm losing my mind. Like, you just downloaded it? Nice, Rich. Conquer Live, yeah. Reloaded or whatever. I'm actually going to check it out. I haven't checked it out, the emulation, but for them to put it on there is pretty cool. Blessing is, I don't know. What's good, Bobby? How's it going, bud? Hope you're having a good day too, man. Scrolling the For You page on Twitter is always an adventure. Dude, I'm not doing it. There's some shit on there. That's why I'm keeping it. Like, I switched the camera because you get some wild shit on there, bro. Ranks. But yeah, I don't understand this like negativity towards, like, this is truly what everybody's talking about, that Xbox tax. This is it right here. That's the tax. They do something like this they did not need to do whatsoever at all, ever. They didn't need to do this. And nobody, even if they did it, nobody would be like, oh, cool. Can you imagine if Sony or somebody did that shit? Like, I'm genuinely asking, like, if they put like, hey, we're actually going to make all your games, your old school games from the PS3, which people love, an OG Xbox or something, and we're going to emulate it, that would, like, people would flip their shit. And for them to Jesus Christ, pop-ups, for them to look at the not this one, where was it? This one. Just got back from walking the dog. What's your dog's name and what kind of dog is it? Sing. That's what I want to know. What's your dog's name and what kind of dog is it? Because I love dogs. I love animals. If you guys don't know anything about me, or if you want to learn a little bit, I love animals. Dogs, animals, like, I love animals. I'm a huge animal lover. So I just want to know doggo's name. My doggo, who passed away last year, her name was Montana. She's the best dog in the world, man. Love her to death. Miss her every single day. Best dog. Best dog. Actually, I think I have a picture. Do I have a picture of her? I'm going to show her live. You guys are going to get a little picture. I have her right here on my desk. Like, legitimately just right here on my desk. Like, I work here too, so I make videos. She's like front and center right there. This is Montana. Let me see if it, like, you could see it good. This is Montana. She passed away last July. She's the best. It's my baby girl. Back where you go. Right here. Facing me. She judges me in the picture, man. She's looking in my soul. Supposed to be 400 plus games. Rich, do you mean like 400 games in the emulations coming up? Yeah, I have a how old is my cat? I have a 21-year-old cat, or 20-year-old cat. I have a German Shepherd crossed with a Belgian Malinois, jet black, and her name is Noor, which means the light. That is fucking sick. That's dope, dude. Nice. Void Rat, be happy with the cat. Cats are needy, but they're awesome. So, no, all Game Pass games, got it. This is what I want to see. I was saying in my video this week too that I think this is pretty cool, the back compat stuff. And I said on a tweet that it came at like the perfect time when Xbox and Sony are kind of fighting for everybody's viability to like get their digital library, especially since Sony's killing physical games. When you look at this, like, I'm playing Dante's Inferno, and I don't know if anybody knows what Dante's Inferno game is. It's dope. It's a dope game, dude. Like, this game is just sick as shit. Everybody needs to play this game. And it's back compat. You can play it anywhere. It is a dope-ass game. I love this game. It is awesome. One of the best games last gen that was like kind of like a God of War. And I really recommend everybody check it out. It is such a good game. So with this, I can play, like, because of the backwards compatibility, I can play that on my Xbox Series X, which I have been. And in fact, I've actually been playing it on, I was also playing it streaming, because you could do that. It's so good. People, yeah, Rich, you beat it on 360? Yeah. So all these games with the backwards compatibility, and the emulation. I'm looking forward to that because then you can take games from the 360 era, like in my mind, Gears of War 2 and 3, which in Judgment even, I really want them to like remaster those games or remake them like they did Reloaded and bring them to the PC. Now you can just emulate them, but I still want them to do that I think there needs to be a Gears collection. But you could get all those games and just bring them here. Games that don't get remasters, you could play them on your Windows PC. You could do whatever you want. It brings your digital ownership a little bit further. I think the Play Anywhere thing is the biggest thing that they have. EA went to town advertising Dante's Inferno. Yeah, dude, 100%, because that game was dope as shit. I have it on PS3, can only play it there. Well, yeah. While Xbox, you could play it here. It's like we sound like fanboys, and it's like, yeah, I like the platform, but also it's just convenient. It gives me a lot of shit that I want. Disc to digital, this is how Xbox brings people back, honoring your old games and giving ownership going forward. That is a huge W. And they don't lean on it enough, man. Jonas, the Play Anywhere, I know they put it out there, but they don't lean on it enough in my mind. In fact, we're going to look at something really quick. This is one thing I think they need to do. When you look at this, when you look at like they brought out Assassin's Creed on the this is if you guys don't know what this is the Xbox app on PC. They have all these Assassin's Creed games you can play on here, right? I think you can even buy Black Flag now, even the remaster. They put a whole bunch of games on there. The problem is, and this is how you can check things. Let's say you want to play Odyssey on here, right? When you go here, the achievements, they don't unlock on here. Like, I 1,000 this game back in 2018. I played all of it. But when you play with it, like when you play the game on your PC, it doesn't unlock anything. You launch it through the Ubisoft app. So I want Xbox, like if they're going to really double down on not only the emulation, but the disc to digital, they need to make it a full Xbox experience that when I play or buy a game here, like this one, by the way, this is what I got installed here. Where's it at? This one. First Light, I want to play it here and I get achievements because it's Play Anywhere. So not only do I get achievements when I play it on the PC, I play it over there, I get achievements on it. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see no achievements. Like, that's just me. I don't want to play a game, and the EA games are the same way. If you play like Jedi or whatever over here, it's not going to do anything. You don't get the achievements. I think they need to hone that in. I think a lot more people would feel confident and like the Xbox ecosystem if they're able to play it on their PC. Because can you imagine taking your ROG Ally X or your handheld and then playing it and getting Xbox achievements? Dope, dude. I'm down. That's just me, though. On PC, you can play with your RPSC3. Yeah, you can. Emulate the shit out of it. I have 13 OG Xbox titles. I hope the digital license thing is true and on PC. Yeah, Void Rat. I think they're gonna work that out. Because they're hinting like it's a lot more coming, right? Like, after years of rumored speculation, original Xbox games are now finally playable on PC thanks to the early access for backwards compatibility, which, awesome. It's a cool port and backwards compatibility. And then for them to say that they've made interest in, the data miners made discoveries that there's going to be Xbox 360 games likely coming to PC in the future is dope. I just want to see that. I don't know about you guys. And don't listen to this guy. If his name is Blessing, then don't listen to this guy. I don't know. Like, they're doing this for brand purposes. It just irritates me so much. And then Asha's out here like throwing fucking minor shade to PlayStation. Like, don't leave your old games behind, even though that's exactly what they're going to do. TBH, the thing I'm looking forward to this gen is the Neo Geo Asus Plus. Old school gaming interests me more than modern stuff. Hey, man, whatever floats your boat, bro. Yeah. Hey. Let's see. What else do we got? We had the director. We talked about that. There's another thing that we wanted to talk about. Oh, yeah. PlayStation just absolutely shitting the bed. So there's a lot, actually, that happened. So here's number one. We're going to go down this list, and it's going to be a great time, everybody. Ubisoft chief. So we all know what's going on with PlayStation, man. They're just fucking assholes. They're basically like, we don't care. They're not going to do anything about it. There's a lot of rumors that, oh, this one is wild. Not only Ubisoft, but here, what the hell did they say? I had a link to it. Now I don't know where it is. Basically, like, PlayStation gave a gag order. Like, was it Alana Pierce that said that? I think it was Alana Pierce who said that PlayStation basically... Here, this one. This is it. Thank you, Push Square. Anybody see this? Sony imposes strictest ever... Let's put this over here. Sony imposes strictest ever social media guidelines on staff due to PS5 disc debacle. Holy shit. In fact, I literally... By the way, one of my biggest tweets ever. Which is crazy. I say, holy shit. Sony is silencing their internal teams because they don't want to answer questions from the customers/fans who built PlayStation into what it is. This is so much worse. Dude, I got 3,000 likes on that shit. Let PlayStation burn 100. Dude, mech. Bro. I'm the same. I avoid playing Ubisoft and EA games on Xbox or RX Alley because of the lack of achievements. Yeah, it's what I was saying earlier. But this is wild. So according to Alana Pierce worked at PlayStation. She worked at Sony Santa Monica. And she helped, she was one of the main writers, I believe, for the new God of War, Lao Fei. So she knows what she's talking about. She has contacts within the industry and within PlayStation for sure. She was saying Sony already knew everyone would be pissed off. They knew this. People working within PlayStation first-party studios told me Sony had the strictest social media guidelines for this particular thing they've ever seen issued. Sony does somewhat regularly tell employees what they can and can't say about certain things. I was under a lot of guidelines when I was working under God of War, still am, and they did send me guidelines regarding what I could say and not say when the game was announced. Okay, but in this instance, it's apparently the strictest the employees I spoke to have ever seen regarding public communications. They would have only done this if they knew it was going to be an enormous PR issue. This is no surprise to them. That, if anything, this guy, Blessing, shouldn't be caring about what Xbox is doing with their brand, that they're trying to make this for brand purposes and actually do something consumer friendly. You should be worried about this, them actually silencing people, and especially their employers or their employees, telling them you can't talk about this at all. No talking about this because we know the backlash that's going to come out. Bro. Crazy. And it doesn't stop there. It feels like this. And it doesn't stop there. There's also this, or I had it open here. There's also this. Ubisoft chief says Sony's decision to kill games isn't going to be a big deal. Way to go, Ubisoft guy. Ubisoft's doing so fucking well. It just feels like the whole industry is kind of like behind Sony. Not even kind of. It's like they're cheering for this. By the way, how do you even Yves Guillemot? Yeah, I fucked that up. Dude, in my video, I said it's so wrong. I was messing it up so much. Sony's decision to stop production. This is what he had to say. What we saw on PC is that it helped to grow the market, he said, presumably referencing the explosion of Steam back in 2009, which it did. There's also some pressure for the future of the cost of machines and being able to not only digital help will have more what the hell? There's also some pressure for the future on the cost of machines, and being able to be only digital will help to save more accessible machines, I would say. there are pluses and minuses, but we think this will not disturb the industry too much. Gilmo, is that how you say it? First of all, show of hands from the homies in the chat. I don't like this comparison to one, Steam and PC, because Steam was always digital. They never provided physical for you. You could go buy a physical disc somewhere else, but Steam themselves didn't provide it. PlayStation has. That's number one. Number two, Steam was hated when it first came out. So comparing that is not good. And also, it's a PC market versus a console market. Console is supposed to be something that's a little bit better when it comes to budgeting. You are able to get a decent piece of hardware for a decent price and still be able to play awesome looking games. That is the whole point. You use those consoles and you sell them at a loss, and then when you get the customer in, they buy more games, microtransaction, whatever it is, they buy software on there and buy more games for you so you can make more money because they're on your platform. It's like they're losing what console and PC is, the difference between them, because there is a difference, and I'm a gamer of both. Yves Gilmont, I think. I'm going to pronounce it like that. I feel like that's easy. All that stuff to say, comparing it to PC is dumb. When I bought my PC, I want like the best fidelity. I want all this. I like messing around with it. Like, I'm an engineer. I enjoy doing different things with my PC, not just gaming. So for him to say like, oh, this is like what happened, it was all digital and PC, that helped us grow. No, people were just becoming more associated with PCs and doing stuff. And then you can have a shitty laptop that ran Steam, and then there you go. That's not what consoles is. That's not what a console is. The other thing, in chat, let me know if you think the same way. Him saying that this is going to help the future cost of machines means that they basically take out the disc reader from the consoles, and they're like, well, that'll be like $50 off your console. Isn't that what you want? No, fucker. What I want is be able to save money on multiple games. How do you calculate that? Because they're saying the machines are going to be more accessible because it's cheaper. No, they're not. Nothing is cheaper right now. PCs aren't cheaper. Consoles aren't cheaper. So I want to save money where I can. And being able to save $10, $20, $30 on physical games that I can go buy that are on sale at another store. And if I do that to multiple games, I've already saved more money than the $50 or $40 you're going to take off the console. I do not agree with that. I hate that they're putting this like, oh, the cost of machines are going to be better. You get to come into the ecosystem a lot easier, but we're going to charge you more for the games. At the end of the day, they can't calculate how much you save from the physical discs that you buy on sale because they don't want to, because it looks bad on them. They're trying to make it like, oh, today you'll save some money on a console, but in 3 years you're going to be paying more because of the games you buy digitally because they never go on sale. That's the fucking issue. That's what I have an issue with, is that they're not talking about the money you are spending on digital compared to physical. Because that's happened multiple times, man. How many of you guys have gone to like Target, wherever you are, and then you see a game that you're like, damn, that's freaking 70% off right here? Like this game, and then you go online and it's $60 to $70 full price because it's not on sale yet, or you have to wait for a sale. How many times does that happen? Sony doesn't understand that people will just go digital on a different platform. Yeah, man, they're going to be pushing people away from the console. If they're like, PC's done it, then people are going to go to PC, dumbass. Jesus. I don't know. Yeah, but PC digital is open and not a walled garden. That's the difference. Sony is going to be a monopoly. Yeah, there's multiple competitions. There's Steam. There's GOG. There's EA. There's Ubisoft. There's Xbox. There's Epic. There's Battle.net. There's multiple stores that you could go to play games. Can you play all of them there? No. Steam's the one that has most of them, but it doesn't have Fortnite. It doesn't have all these other exclusives. It's dumb. And honestly, this is the article. I'll give the article credit. It does say, but the implied comparison strikes me as flawed. Consoles are walled gardens, and the PlayStation Store is very tightly controlled in ways that Steam never has been. Even before it decided just about anything goes, the likelihood of Sony loosening its grip on the all-digital future does not strike me as particularly good, and without that, I think outcomes will also be different. I agree. They're not going to stop this. Like, straight up. Stop asking questions, just consume product. The customer's never right. Bro, Red, you're not wrong. That's literally what they're telling you. Is shut up, take it, be a good person, like, good little pet, and there you go. Raven Gaming, I think, Boss Ready, you're saying, yeah, the price of digital games are not going down. They're not. And he's saying that he would be much happier. I'll just stick with my Xbox. Yeah. Honestly, Raven Gaming, I will say this. They will get the smoke. If Xbox does this, I guarantee you the Xbox tax will kick in and Xbox will get way more shit than Sony got. That's just my thought from a media standpoint. I don't know about from a fan standpoint, because everywhere you go, Sony fans, everybody's killing them in social media. They can't post anything on YouTube. They can't post anything on Twitch. They can't post anything on Twitter. They can't post anything anywhere. Wherever you go, the whole comment section is destroyed. Xbox will get destroyed. That's just what's going to happen. The only thing I think that is a saving grace to Xbox is Play Anywhere. That they are going to be like, hey, you can come to Xbox, but you'll get your games on your Xbox and your PC. Sony's making you stay on the console. They don't even want you on PC. If they start doing something like that, maybe. And Xbox is going to bring disc to digital. That's the only thing I could think of, is the disc to digital can change the way people look at the way Xbox is doing things. Because if they can get that down, I think they have a leg up. To be fair, PlayStation will be unable to pump up the numbers as much anyway. They will just be able to use bundle sales from then on out, which they do use to pump their game sale numbers. Yeah, AJ, they do. They've always bundled games like, was it Horizon Forbidden West was like bundled with an insane amount of consoles that sold. And they were like, we sold this many units. It's like, no, you sold a shit ton of consoles with that game. And Forbidden West apparently didn't, like, it sold well, but not nearly as much as the first game. So I don't know. I paid $41 for Resident Evil 9 Void Rat on PC. It was $69 on Xbox. Yeah, exactly. And then not to mention, PlayStation doesn't let you go to like CD keys and all these other sites that you can get things for a cheaper price and bring some competition. It's all just their site. That's it. Their store. I'm done with console gaming, but not with Xbox using PC Game Pass right now. Void Rat, a lot of people are using like Game Pass on PC. I've had a couple friends that have rejoined because it's a pretty decent price now, especially PC Game Pass. If you don't have a console and you have PC Game Pass, it's a pretty fucking good price. PlayStation wants to make a Sony coin to truly monopolize. Yeah, they are going to monopolize their console. That's all they're going to do is like monopolize the console market. The Xbox 360, Miguel, is the best logo. I would say, yeah, because it's like nostalgic. Alvarez, 100% will get more flack compared to PlayStation. Oh, dude, 100. Dude, show of hands. Like, who thinks that if Xbox announced this shit, what would happen? Like, what do you think would happen? Like, if it was like flip that, like, let's say PlayStation, who by the way has had a shit ton of layoffs and studios shutdowns. Let's say it was like reversed. How bad would it be? It would be fucking, and they'd get annihilated. I trust PC Gamer as far as I can throw them. They really are not a PC-centric publication, AJ. I agree. I think a lot of people, I don't trust that. Like, I know this is weird, but I don't, like, after realizing, like, this shit, like, them just making fun of the brand process and all the back compat stuff, I never believed in the Xbox tax, like, that much. I didn't give it a lot of credence until like the last week or since Sony announced this decision, because everybody was losing their mind with the layoffs and the bloodbath that was about to happen. And then all of a sudden just this dropped and people were like not losing their mind. People were like screaming on podcasts, like Xbox is shit. And then this happens and it's like, mum's the word. I don't know. Except they were trying to get you digital rights in 2013 as well. Yeah, Xbox was trying to get you digital rights. But they were also trying to restrict people. They were way too ahead of the curve on that one. A lot of people weren't ready for it. Now, all of a sudden, everybody's ready. God of War did that too. Yep. And Xbox can't get any worse. I mean, King, Scotto, I don't know about that. I think anybody could get worse. Always, hey man, have that in the back of your mind. Somebody can't always get worse. That means if they can get worse, they can get better. What are the next generation consoles, PS7 and whatever is next Xbox after Helix, all digital then? Yeah, I mean, that's what's going to happen, Raven Gaming. I mean, that's what people are saying, is that's probably is what's going to happen. And the problem is that they're not ready for it now. And honestly, why does gaming need to be the one that's only going to be digital? What other form of media is only digital? There's still books that are digital. Yeah, people consume books there, but you can buy a book right now. Like, you can look at my shelf. I don't know if everybody knows who that author is. His name is David Gemmell. He's one of my favorite authors of all time. You can buy that book. I can still buy them. Physical. You can buy CDs. You can buy music, like records still. You can still buy vinyls. You can buy movies on Blu-ray. Why does gaming need to be the one that's like the first one to be like, nope, no more physical. We're walking away. Why? I don't understand that. I don't know if anybody else does, but I think that you can have a symbiotic relationship with both existing. And I don't think just going full digital is the right way. I think Sony is just trying to squeeze every last dollar out of somebody that's on their platform. That's just me. Should I get my Ultimate from Aniba, $40 for 3 months? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. They actually reached out to me. Aniba reached out to me. I thought it was a troll, like, you know, one of those like phishing things, but they're checking it out. Mac 8, everybody. I don't know. The gaming media would be out with pitchforks and torches if Xbox announced the taxes is real. Oh, and here's my hand. Mac, you're not wrong, man. The pitchforks would have been out. They would have gone and lambasted all of them, bro. Xbox would have been murdered, like just absolutely taken out. And by the way, we're not done with this shit. So not only is Ubisoft obviously backing them up, which is really annoying, there's also this like, and I don't have a problem with him at all, actually. I think David Jaffe's pretty cool. But the creator of God of War, David Jaffe, he was saying that following about the end of the physical format in PlayStation, you can see how third-party studios aren't fighting Sony on this. They're popping champagne. That's what he says. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Eliminating the physical format isn't some evil plot against consumers. It's just the brutal and avoidable financial reality of an industry trying to survive when games cost more than $300 million to make. That's what he said. This part, the format isn't some evil plot, does not align with this part. If it's not an evil plot, why the fuck are they popping champagne? It's not some evil plot. They don't want it. All these, Ubisoft CEO and everybody is celebrating it. How does it's not an evil plot against consumers, and then the industry and publishers and third-party studios popping champagne, how does that not coincide with greed and some evil plot that they want to get rid of this shit? That's the way I look at it. They're popping champagne and isn't some evil plot doesn't go together. Like, that is, like, I don't understand that. I mean, I don't know. I've spoken to Jaffe. I've had him in a couple. I've had one podcast with him, maybe two. I've spoken to him a few times. He's cool. He's a little over the top sometimes, I will say. Like, he just fucking pops off for no reason, and it's like, yo, chill the fuck out. But otherwise, like, I don't agree with him at all here. At all. I don't care if Xbox goes digital only, care about physical and PC games. I don't buy games on my Series X. I buy on my PC. Yeah, most people are going to go PC because of this, man. Like, that's just me. Games are like albums in an artistic sense and should be treated like them. Yeah, Rainbow, I agree. I think that we should be able to do what we want as consumers. Like, if you want to give us a physical edition, if we want a physical edition of the game, just give it to us. What's the big fucking deal? You're trying to cut costs on physical? Then why aren't games like, dude, I don't know. This thing here, it's a brutal and avoidable financial reality that some games cost $300 million to make. Guys, it's $300 million because you have fucking 14 layers of management for some goddamn reason. Why? Why do they have 14 layers of management? Like, that's just Xbox. And I guarantee you, multiple companies have that issue. I guarantee you these people do. Ubisoft, 100%. Guaranteed. That's why their games were freaking terrible for so long and people were killing them. Fix your ballooning budgets. Exactly, Mo. Exactly. Greed. Yeah, Mo. Alvarez, greed. Exactly. Honestly, I think they're somewhat scared to offend Sony. Sony will bully anybody who goes against their new disc strategy. Well, I guess they're going to try to bully me. I don't fucking know. Has there been anybody that talked about that? Like, I do feel like sometimes Tell me if I'm wrong, chat. I do feel like sometimes some of the media and some of the people within the media are a little afraid to say something because they feel like they're going to upset somebody in the industry and lose access to things. I've always been the mindset that I'm going to speak my mind when I want and how I want. And access wasn't going to be the thing that drives me. It's not going to be getting a free game to review. It's not going to be to get codes and all these things and get a free whatever chair or computer, whatever the fuck they give out for free. I never thought that that was a thing that was going to drive my opinions in games. It was always about doing the right thing, right? Like that's what I want to see, a company that does the right thing. When Xbox, if anybody remembers when they made Xbox Live $120, that was terrible. And everybody fucking destroyed them online. And in 24 hours, they went back on their word. They're like, oh, sorry. And then they were like, that was a mistake. It wasn't. They were trying to like get one over everyone. And including us, everybody, the podcast I was on, RDX, we all destroyed it. And yet when you look at PlayStation right now with all the stuff going on, it's like they're getting like destroyed and they're just ignoring everything. Why? And they don't care, it seems. They legit don't care. So I think that when the games cost $300 million, I think you need to like check your budget and scope it. 100% Mac, it's all about the access. Yeah, man, I just feel like, I don't know, like cool, like getting access to some stuff, I can understand that. Like that's pretty cool. Like, hey, I'd be happy with that. Like, cool, thanks for the game. Thank you, all that. I announced, by the way, I miss RDX. Void Rat, a lot of people do, man. I still get messages. It was, I did RDX for, how many years was I on that fucking show? I feel like it was like 4 years, 4 years. I was on that show for a while and some of the best times, man. Had a blast on it. Keep it up until the next shareholders meeting, dude. But like the whole, like getting the game, getting access is cool. Like right now I've announced on social media, like I'm playing, like thanks to Xbox and the Coalition, I'm playing Gears of War E-Day right now. I'm playing the multiplayer preview and I'll give my thoughts on it later, but like, okay, cool. Like I get to do that. Thanks for the access. That's awesome. I like the access part I understand, but it shouldn't be the driving force. And I don't know if Sony like blacklists people. I don't know what people are afraid of. It doesn't feel like they get a lot of criticism at all. Microsoft needs to run with the speed and efficiency of the federal government. Yeah, dude. Hope Dealer's doing good. Yeah, man. I'm sure he is. He's my boy. I've talked to him here and there. He's doing good, man. He's just doing other things now in life. There was never a final goodbye show. No, there wasn't. Snow Dragon. There wasn't. You know, just one of those things that like all good things come to an end, so to speak. It was just time. There's just other things that happened too. And, you know, Dealer wanted to focus on other things and it's all good, man. There's no bad blood or anything. Big Mo, do they blacklist Big Mad Mo? Do they blacklist? Does Sony literally blacklist? I want to know personally. Alvarez, notice how in the first week, media and people were blasting PlayStation consistently. Now the media is running defense for PlayStation while people are still putting PlayStation to the fire. Dude, it's like a juxtaposition between what the media is saying about them and like being like, oh, it's all great. We're good over here. And then fans are like, no, we're not. What the fuck do you mean? And even some of like the digital only fans are like, actually, I don't think this is a good idea. Like, this isn't cool. Like, I don't know. And then there's one other thing. Where is that? This whole thing. Jason Schreier just went to fucking town on this whole thing. He had a lot to say. There's a lot. Jason Schreier spoke about how the death of physical format on PlayStation has been brewing for decades. This isn't something that they were starting like last week. They've been planning this for a long time within the industry, man. Why else would they be scared of Sony? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe they do blacklist. I don't know. I don't think they do. There's no shot. Somebody would have said something by now, bro. Fuzzy Tomato, viewers probably throw that he hasn't had to talk about exclusivity for 2 years straight. Fucking got him, dude. Probably. I stopped for 3 years because I was doing other stuff like in my career, family, how all this stuff. And then when I came back, I was like, I miss this shit. I'm gonna just do what I want to do, talk about the whole thing. Would it come back? I don't know, man. I don't think RDX is coming back. That's just me. Nobody's got the time anymore, man. We do like our own thing, and it's just been so long. Carefully keep bringing up Sony. They're gonna start sending their area bots to flood the comments. Give me them views. Give me that engagement, Sony. Let's get it, bro. Throw them in here. We'll have a chat with them. So, going to Jason Schreier. From the early 2000s, with the rise of the secondhand market, publishers like Ubisoft, funny that the CEO of Ubisoft came out and said it's not a big deal. EA and Activision, it's like the villains. This is like the Sinister Six from the comic books. It's like the Sinister Three right there. No offense to Activision, because I know they're Xbox now, but goddamn, they were pretty bad. Ubisoft, EA, and Activision began to see it as a problem since a single copy would be sold at full price and then passed through multiple hands. Yeah, you could give your buddy a Call of Duty game or a EA game or a Madden game. Whoa, so fucking terrible. Thanks, guys. Jesus. EA, for example, launched Project $10. New games included a code for free DLC, but when reselling the title, the code would no longer be used. The buyer had to buy $10 for the content. The buyer had to pay $10 for the content. The initiative, however, was not successful. No shit. No shit. Who's paid? EA, I'm glad this never happened and that didn't go anywhere because, dude, now with the way social media and everything is, they would have got fucking roasted here. Well, yeah, Mo, now Activision has no say unless Xbox says it. They blacklist Stevie Roar? Did they really, AJ? There's no shot. I feel like there's no shot that happened. Fucking hell. Schreier being critical. Dude, I mean, I don't have any problem with Schreier. I'm not banned by him. I think I'm one of the few people that isn't banned. Because I don't, like, I just read his stuff. I remember he got so much shit for the Cyberpunk thing that the game was going to release terrible. And I was like, he's usually right, man. What happens if it does? And then it did come out, like, broken. And people were like, fuck this guy. I was like, he was right. Leave him alone. In the early 2000s, PlayStation and Xbox sought to implement DRM. So PlayStation was going to do it too. Wow. Isn't that great? Systems to combat the resale of used games. Sony ended up abandoning the idea while Xbox introduced its controversial policy for Xbox One in May 2013. We all know how that ended. Yeah, Sony was like, fuck that backlash. See, this is right here, guys. This shit, like Sony abandoning that is what Xbox needs to do right now. Abandon that, like, we're going to only be digital. Like, if you want an Uno reverse card on the goddamn fucking, like, handing the game over to somebody, if you want an Uno reverse card on that, because Sony was planning that shit too, and then they come out like they're the saviors, like Xbox, bro. Like, this is easy W. Be like, no, we're going to have discs. We're good. We're not abandoning the physical market. And then just bring games out, physical. Like, what's it going to hurt you? You have these sort of, I call it, like, they're, a couple of my friends called it too, like, Fall, everybody, we called it like the watershed moments, like these moments within gaming where you can actually make a difference. One of them to me is GTA 6. If you have the advertisement rights to GTA 6, just like they had the advertisement rights to Destiny, you can make that game look exclusive and really just, you know, PlayStation everywhere or whatever, Xbox everywhere. And that will go well. You can gain the market. This is one of those watershed moments where you can go out there and say, we're not abandoning physical. Here you go. And I guarantee you people would like be like, this is great, except for the, I don't know that guy. I forgot that guy's name already. Except for that guy and the other person that just don't care and they're going to hate on Xbox. So just don't even worry about those people. So just do that. Reverse it. You saw them get freaking worked. After all the controversy, PlayStation decided to abandon the DRM idea and do the opposite. That's where the famous video came from in the Shoei Yoshida and Adam Boyes exchanging game. Just do the same thing, Asha. Do the same. Fucking Uno reverse that shit, man. Even if there is an overall harmful cooking effect with disc only, third-party publishers won't speak out. Sony has immense power over publishers and indies studios. They do, and they have a big platform. That's the big one. AJ, they did blacklist them, man? Damn, dude, I didn't know that. I'm 100% skeptical on Jason. He knew PlayStation was ending PC ports, but didn't know they were ending physical discs. BS. I think that's actually a pretty good, Alvarez, that's a good little why not report this early? Right? Because the PC port thing annoyed people, especially Steam players and PC players. When Sony was doing that, that caused a lot of backlash. A lot of people didn't like that, especially PC gamers, right? Obviously. But they reported that earlier. He was talking about that earlier. For the amount of organizational change to stop the disc manufacturing is a lot. Something had to get out. You know what I mean? Something had to leak out that they were saying, oh, we're not making discs, or we're shutting down that Austria. I think it's in Austria, right? The Austria factory that was printing 600,000 discs a day. A day. And no one's reporting on it until Sony announces it. Yeah. Alvarez, that's a good one. Good job for you, sir. I want to get, oh, you're already a member. I was going to gift you a membership for that. I don't know how, but I was going to fucking figure it out. Good shit, man. That's a good, that's a good topic that you can talk about, kind of deep dive. Why didn't anybody report this if it took so much organizational change and this is something that's been planned for years? Why not, show that to everybody? I like that. Jason having a field day with all this bad news. Dude, he's raking it in. Mac 22, I appreciate it, man. Thank you for the 2. Almost 80 of us in here hit the like button. Hey, I appreciate it. Mad Will, appreciate it, man. Keep up the good work. I appreciate you, Mad. Thank you for the 10, bro. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for the support. I have a lot of fun doing this live, man. I feel like getting instant feedback from the group, the community is so fun. I just have a good time. So yeah. Although Xbox also abandoned its controversial policy months later, both companies continued seeking ways to reduce the secondhand market. Of course they did, but it's not a sinister plot, anybody. It's not a sinister plot at all. Remember that. Xbox wants this too. What do you think all the Xbox One shit was about? Yeah, that's what we're reading right now. Joe Sama? I'm not reading your name. I'm gonna fuck that up. PlayStation did an 11th hour PS4 OS change to reverse course. Yeah, 100% they did. 100% they did. We will support physical media. Instant W. Exactly, Rat. You're right. 100%. Oh, I can even like the super chats? They've added a lot. Actually, I'm going to heart it too. Aw. We're hearting them, guys. Giving you guys little hearts. I was going to say some fuck. I was going to be let me put some little kissies on. Fuck out of here. Let's see. Fuck GTA. Mo, what the? A lot of people looking forward to it, man. Void Rat, you don't got to worry about it, bro. Don't even worry about it. You being here and talking and going back and forth with me is good enough, bro. You guys don't need to worry about it. Anybody that does all these super chat memberships, it's greatly appreciated. But honestly, I just enjoy talking to everybody, building what this is, and having the stream be a lot of fun and talking about all this stuff. You don't gotta worry about it, man. You take care of yourself and you just have a good time. If I can just break you guys away from whatever's going on in your life and we just have a good time here and hang out and chill and talk bullshit, that's all I care about. Schreier very obviously does controlled leaks for Sony. Fuzzy, that might be true. That might be true. Because he does break a lot of bad news for everything else. And then Sony, it's the PC thing he did break. But then this stuff, I don't get how they didn't break it. That's a good... AJ, this is the argument I have against letting Arcane go. You want a watershed moment. Microsoft should ask Valve to allow Arcane to continue to work on their Half-Life game. That announcement would be huge. Valve's never going to let anybody touch their Half-Life game except for themselves. I'm going to tell you that right now. Valve's not going to let anybody touch any IP they got, bro. Never. Dota 2, CS, Left 4 Dead, Half-Life, it's theirs. They're not going to let anybody touch it, man. I'm so happy. I hate the GTA series. Hype goes over my head. Bro, I love Rockstar. I love what they do. I love their games, but shit, that Red Dead Redemption 2 irritated me. You don't speak of no physical or else. Let's see. Let's keep going here. Although Xbox abandoned them, they're still trying to do it. Finally, they stopped when digital sales began to grow. They capitalized on the boom, improved their digital stores, and offered big discounts, making many players prefer to buy games in the digital format. This is exactly what happened with Steam. Steam's sales are like second to none to most people. Steam sales are huge. Like, they're massive. Straight up massive. And they've gone down a little bit in my mind. And I don't think the Steam sales are that great because they've already got the market share on PC. They own it. So their Steam sales are okay. There's some deep discounts, but the Steam sales back in the day used to be fucking legendary, man. Straight up. Everybody used to go to them, and it used to be like this big event. And they used to have voting. I don't know if anybody remembers this. If you were a Steam fan, there'd be 4 games, and it'd be like every single one of them, and the whole Steam community, everybody that was on Steam would vote for which game goes on a super deep sale, upwards of like 90%. They don't do that anymore. And it was so cool because you'd be like, holy cow, this game is going to be like 90% if we vote it, and you'd vote it, and most people would vote like the same game because it was a big one, and there'd be other ones, and it'd be a close match. And it was just awesome, man. Now that's like absolutely gone. So that's how Steam built their digital library, and how they built people to be stuck on Steam was those Steam sales. Those Steam sales are still going on today, and people still buy a bunch of games. I just bought a bunch of games on there, honestly, on Steam sale. I did. Hey, Talos, how's it going, man? Good to see you. So Xbox, if you guys remember, like the digital sales on Xbox and PlayStation were nowhere near the Steam sales. And everybody in like PC gamers and shit would talk shit on console gamers, be like, oh, these Steam sales are way better. They were. And then Xbox and everybody else caught up. In conclusion, the company's attempts to end the secondhand market failed. It was the shift in consumer habits and the growth of the digital market that indirectly ended up weakening it. I would agree. I would say that a lot of people went more digital, but that doesn't mean you take away an option for people that enjoy physical. There's a lot of people I know that enjoy physical just to collect them and put them on their wall. I have physical copy right there of Doom the Dark Ages. I have books that I like that are physical right up there. I have comic books. I read most of my comic books on here, like on my tablet. Like, but I still have a comic book up there because I want to collect some of them. AJ, well, they let Arcane originally work on it. Yeah, they did, AJ, but I feel like Valve's not going to let anybody work on their IPs. Went away from the original 2 Saints Row because they didn't GTA, who they had to goofy Saints Row. Saints Row was so fun, man. I love Saints Row. Saints Row was so good. I enjoyed Saints Row so much. I missed, like, the new one was... I hated the new one, man. I got that game. Me and my buddy were playing it in co-op. And not even just the story and the characters suck, but the game was broken to shit. We couldn't get past certain, like, missions because it was just so broken. God, that game. I don't even want to talk about it. It pisses me off. That game legitimately irritates me. What happened to Half-Life 3? It's, ask Gabe. Left 4 Dead is too goated to be left in the closet and collect dust. Dude, Red 100% agree. Left 4 Dead needs to come back. And there's so many games like it now that you can like work through, progress. You get attacked on stuff. Back 4 Blood was one of them. I beat that whole game with a co-op buddies. It was a lot of fun, man. Anyways, 2 a.m. here and I need loads of beauty sleep. Get some sleep, man. Make sure you feel those caterpillars above your eyes. Hey, fucking chill out. They're beautiful. Don't be doing that. Don't be doing that. Protect the Pimp was fine. Dude. Old School Saints Row was a mania. Yeah, dude. Old School Saints Row was the shit. Old School Saints Row was awesome, man. So yeah, they try to kill it, and then yeah, they're just saying like, oh, people went digital. It's like, of course, convenience. People are always going to choose convenience, but that doesn't mean you take away a part of what they're trying to do. Regarding the future of the physical format, he states that he cannot assure whether the current reactions from players will manage to change anything down the line. That's the hard part here, is that Sony's not going to change anything at all. They're just not. They're going to stick to this, and everybody knows it. The OG one was, dude, the big purple, you know what I'm talking about? Just fucking beating the shit out of people on the street. Hilarious. Hilarious. It was good stuff, man. It was legit good stuff. By the way, chat, we're gonna look at a Metacritic really quick. Can I know how this game got an 81? Like the Halo game? Halo, the first Halo? What was Halo? Listen. Continue to cite. I know that it's an older game. How do we go from 97 to 81? Can I know that? Like, I'm genuinely asking. I'm not asking like, oh, like it's this is that Xbox tax bullshit that I'm talking about. How do we go from a 97 must-play Metacritic? And I get we've evolved and games have changed and shit like that. But how do we go from that to this, an 81? Like, was the game just not really good? Was, like, the people not like the new content? Like, I'm just wondering if people, like, if this game really is that bad. I think maybe it's the absence of the multiplayer. Like, I don't... What? What, AJ? What do you mean? What does that have to do with anything? I don't know. I kind of want to... Let's look at IGN France. Halo Studio delivers a polished, enjoyable campaign that's faithfully honors its legacy, yet it falls just short of the ambition needed to become the definitive version of this FPS landmark. Still, it has modest price point, and campaign ball sets a benchmark. Okay. Dual Shockers. Halo Campaign brings back one of the coolest FPS experience of all time, and it looks better than ever. Unfortunately, some PS5 specific headaches had... Oh, it's on PS5. You don't matter. Never mind. Nobody cares about what you have to say, dude. Nobody gives a shit. So the PS5 gets an 81. PC gets 70. Xbox gets 84. Let's look at what they say down here. I'm getting messy. We're going to go down to the bottom and see what the reviews say. Third Street Saints for show. It's awesome so far. Graphics are amazing and it plays like COD. J-Slayer. That's good to know. That's legit good to know. I don't think that's bad. They barely changed a thing besides graphics and it's still damn good after 25 years. Is the new missions good? See, I haven't even fucking played it, man, because I don't have it yet. I didn't buy the Ultimate Edition. I'm just going to wait for the regular one. Let's see what people say here. Comic book. Halo Campaign was clearly meant to serve as a basis for what's to come from Halo in the future, and while the game isn't itself bad, this remake has made me a bit worried about the franchise long term. On its own, campaign Evolve doesn't do a whole lot to justify yet a remake of Halo Combat. All right. One of the reviewers went on a big tangent about how Microsoft are helping. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. I like bringing my real world issues into my gaming life. It's John Lennon was glazing it for real. That's good. He goes into like the tech. I like Digital Foundry does a really good job of breaking down the tech and really like honing in like this is what's good. Aim down sights for every gun's really cool. Dope. I want to play it now, man. You got me all fucking excited. Shoot a new remake that's shockingly faithful, but offers just enough gameplay improvements, updates, and ambitions. It's worth revisiting if you've played Master Chief's first adventure before, and the best way to experience it if you haven't yet. Then why are you giving it a 70? Oh, the lack of multiplayer. Yeah, I would say that the lack of multiplayer kind of sucks, but it is campaign evolved, and they didn't charge like a full fucking price, like $70 for it. It's handsome, fun to play, and oddly anticlimactic. Xbox achievements? What are you talking about? Cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it looks pretty dope. I'm actually going to be playing this. What difficulty does everybody play this on? Kind of my question is, what difficulty do you guys play like your Halo games on? Like Halo and for me, Halo and Gears, I try to play on like Insane or whatever, the highest one with my friends. We play campaign on the highest one. The only politics I care about is gaming is in the Empire. I only care about I don't like talking like all that stuff, man. It's like when I'm gaming, I want to game. I want to like lose myself. There's enough going on in the world that I don't care about. And this is why it irritates me. Got to be legendary, AJ? Yeah, for sure. That's I'm telling you, that's what I play on. Honestly, like all this stuff, like if you put like your real world on like real world issues in games, like just fuck off, man. Like let me enjoy the game. Let me have some form of like disconnect where I can enjoy this like world that was created. The multiplayer was a big reason it was a 97. It was so much better than any multiplayer shooter on the console at that point. Fuzzy, you're right. I think not putting the multiplayer hurt it a little bit, but I also think this is like a reintroduction for a lot of people. And I find it kind of funny that like now like Xbox is like, nah, we're doing exclusives. Oh, that's the other piece of news we got to talk about. I totally forgot. This fucking thing. That's not what I wanted to do. Did you guys see this? From like Escapism Matters? Rainbolt, it does. There has to be a reason for people to buy an Xbox. You know what? I'm going to make a video about this. I didn't even talk about this shit. Self-inserting into your games is fucking awful. Games already have underlined messages in your games, but so many devs now are so on the nose. Bro, it's bad writing. There has to be a reason to buy your Xbox. There's bad writing and it's like putting themselves into the game. It's like, bro, nobody gives a shit. Like, let me just enjoy the game. Let the characters and the development of the characters give some emotion to something that's in that world. You don't need to take real world shit and put it into a game. You don't need to do that. It doesn't hit because not everybody agrees with everybody's views. And trying to stick with the moral compass of the internet is like one of the worst things you can do because you can't, because everybody has different morals. It's dumb. But something that I think people agree on is that there has to be a reason for people to buy an Xbox. Senior leadership reinforces commitment to console exclusivity. I'm going to make a video about this for Monday. Fuck that. I'm talking about this. We need to give players a clear reason to pick us, and even after they choose us, we still have an obligation to earn that purchase. Matthew Ball coming in. By the way, Chief Strategy Officer. Chief Strategy. It's called The Elder Scrolls 6 and is no fucking brainer to be exclusive. Millions of casual gamers on PS5 will not miss that game. J-Man, 100% agree. 100% agree. There needs to be something here. There needs to be something. By the way, random, I know I'm fucking all over the place. Japan does it right. FSN had a whole ass story about people are killing the world, but they didn't start talking about fucking climate change. AJ, you're not wrong. I actually, for the first time, I played Final Fantasy on the PS4 because it was for free on there. I had it on there. I played Final Fantasy VII, the remake or regenerated, whatever the hell they called it. I played it on there, and it's not that bad. It's not like a game that I would always go with, but it's all right. And Japan, by the way, is one of the biggest physical media consumers in the world. Where Sony's from. Japan, like, their consumers over there love physical. Like, upwards of 70% of the things consumed over there are physical media. Wild. Media, there has to be a reason to buy an Xbox. Also, media, why is Xbox making X exclusive? They will lose millions of dollars. Alvarez. Captain Crunch, good to see you, man. They have they have to nail those exclusives. Consumers' budgets are reserved to the best of the best. Now it's going to be reserved 100%, bro. I 100% agree. The console wars are like going to go to like the nth degree. It's going to get so bad. People don't realize that. Like having a console be $1,000 and then the other one be $1,000, people are going to be, they're going to stay on the platform they buy. And even if they buy PC, Xbox will be on there, right? So it's Steam, so they have to compete with them. But if it's a console, if somebody buys an Xbox, they're not going to spend $2,000 on consoles, man. They're not going to buy a Helix and then a PS6 and be like, I guess I'm good. Like the exclusivity and the giving them the reason to buy is going to be huge. Following the recent restructure at Xbox, leadership said they have to emphasize the firm's focus on keeping games exclusive to the platform. Last month, they announced the Gears of War stuff. We already know. Chief officer said this decision was made very early and will remain in effect for a foreseeable future. Asha Sharma believes that to build a platform, you must have exclusive services and software, in this case, games. And so to return our platform to consistent growth, we need a reliable pipeline of exclusive games. No shit. No shit. Funds are tight for consumers, man. They're westernized now, too, to be fair, Zalker. It's Nintendo now. Yeah, Nintendo, too. They have a lot of physical stuff, too, bro. Am I the only person who wants a Final Fantasy 8 remake specifically for the... I don't even know. I haven't played... Final Fantasy 7 remake that I played a few months ago was my first Final Fantasy game I've ever played. Shocker. I haven't even played the MMO. I never played Final Fantasy. It wasn't my cup of tea. That's just me. But they do have to nail those exclusives. If they're going to do this strategy of having just straight exclusives, they need to hit them. Like, and there has to be a reason for people to buy an Xbox. That's what Matt Booty has said. That's what the strategic team has said. And he also said, don't get fixated. Like Matt Booty said, don't get fixated on like exclusives. He's like single player exclusives. I think he's trying to like ease the way for like the case by case stuff. That's just me. Gears of War E-Day and Clockwork Revolution. I think Gears of War was like, yeah, Gears of War I think will do well. It's fucking Gears of War. People love Gears of War. And it's a huge franchise. This game was the surprise to me. Clockwork Revolution, I think that they're pretty high on this game. It kind of looks like a BioShock type of game to me. It could be one of those games that legitimately surprises people. Simple Jack is such a good... That dude, Tropic Thunder is one of the greatest comedies ever made. Sorry, your fucking name got me. Night of Cypher, good to see you. I mean, I went to PC during the PS4 era and never looked back. It's only gotten much worse for PlayStation since. You're not wrong. A lot of people are on PC, man. I'm on PC. Everybody I know is like either on PC. Quite frankly, everybody I know is either on PC or Xbox. That's like the group of friends I have. I was an Xbox guy growing up, and I was a PC guy growing up. So funds are tight for consumers. They really are. And if the hardware keeps going up, they will be selecting one platform next gen. So having the best lineup of exclusive games will be key to start the next gen. Yeah, and it needs to end the gen in a good way too. That's what I think. Just like PlayStation ended the gen very well. Like PlayStation ended PS3 gen very well, and they ended the PS4 gen very well. Like they had really good games come out. You can't deny that. And so that's why they dominated coming into the next gen. For the first time with this physical thing, Wolverine's coming. I get it. God of War, it's coming, but that God of War is getting a lot of backlash because it's not Kratos. I get it. They have some games coming. You know the Naughty Dog game's coming, Intergalactic. They're going to end the gen like with some decent games, and Xbox needs to end the gen with like just as good as game, if not better. Or some multiplayer will also be exclusive. Big Mo, I hope so, because that's one of the things that was a staple on Xbox was the multiplayer. Like the Halo thing, like we just talked about, the Halo multiplayer was one of the best multiplayers we've ever seen back in the day. And that's what attracted people there. It was the dude bro shooter. That's what Xbox 360 was the dude bro shooter. Everybody loved it. Like, what are we doing here? I've ordered E-Day physical and upgraded to the premium edition though. Game Pass, so hyped for E-Day. Same. I got the Bobby's saying I got the collector's edition. I love it. It looks so cool with the statue. That thing looks dope. J-Man Games, agree. Also keep disk drive and make online free. They would do so much better. Yeah. Well, they put the xCloud thing out there, right? So like, okay, let's focus on this first. I can assure you Gears of War E-Day and Clockwork Revolution are not the only titles we're planning, Ball said. Regarding the exclusivity decision process, Ball stated that Xbox has an established framework, including how we evaluate them. Okay. Booty added, we are the stewards of over 20 game franchises that have made billions of dollars in their lifetime. There are a lot of different games in our portfolio, and we have to think about how different games serve different purposes within it. There is a scant evidence of any platform ever being built, let alone sustained, without having exclusive content. Bro, I need to talk about this in a video. I would break this down so fucking much. Like, so much. I'm thinking... Night Cypher, thanks, man. I'm thinking Microsoft is looking better at the end, at least at this point. The disc to digital, the Play Anywhere, I like them better too. I like Sony's games. God of War is one of my favorite franchises of all time. So, you know, what are you gonna do? Original FF7 is so much better than the remake. Really? I haven't played it. You got the collector's edition, Mo? Awesome. If Microsoft wants to enter next gen with a boom, they also need to consider massively money hiding some third party. Bro, what's her face? Asha Sharma. She mentioned like she mentioned that they're going to push like a lot of stuff into like money and everything, like, oh, third party, blah, 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 blah. She mentioned that a lot. Like, I don't think people understand that. I think like a lot of the budget from the studios they had before that they moved or got rid of or gave independence to, they didn't shut them down. They didn't cancel games. I think a lot of that budget next year is going to go towards money hiding things. That's what I think. Daniel, it's good to see you, man. Helix is looking good. Well, we'll see. I want to see the specs, man. Wolverine didn't wow you, Boomer Bet? All right, guys. Let's calm down. Let's look at this. Let's look at this Wolverine trailer that just came out. By the way, got worked on. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. Can you guys hear it? I don't know if you can. Is it loud? Logan, it's me. Wait. Oh, let's go back. Sorry about that. I'm just saying. Logan, this looks pretty dope. I don't know if like I'm the only one that thinks that, but it does look like a button mashing simulator. I get it. I'm one of the biggest geeks in the world when it comes to comic books, but this looks pretty cool to me. Like, I love Insomniac. Maybe I'm just getting old. Maybe. Bro, the Jumanji Wolfchild comparison was one of the funniest things I've seen on that shit. That after the trailer, it's funny. Deceiver, it does look good. Like, to me, this looks like Sentinels, bro. Sentinels. Sabretooth, Jean Grey, Logan, mutants. Like, I'm down for this. Like, straight up, I'm down for this. Dude, it just looks ninjas. Like, bro. And they said it's not an open world game. It's a linear single player action, kind of like a condensed story. I thought it looked good. Yeah, I think it looks good. That's so dope. And Insomniac has like really stepped up a lot of their game. The first Spider-Man to me was a huge like jump in quality for them. I was like, this is insane. Like, this just looks cool. Like, everything about this just looks awesome. I don't know. That's just me. That's just me. I think it looks pretty cool. I'm buying either way, just not into it, so it's not hype. Yeah, I get you, Boomer. So you're like, I'm still going to get it, but I don't know. If it doesn't sell 70% physical, it will be disappointed in the community. Bro, can you imagine if it just, like, absolutely dominated physical? Like, I would laugh so hard. TBH, it looks good. Yeah, it does look good. By the way, let's look up, dude. I'm looking it up. I'm trying to find it. I can't find it, man. If you have a link to that fucking comparison, I can't find it. Never mind. There was a comparison that people said. Hold on. Can I find it on Twitter? There was a comparison that people compared Wolverine to the Jumanji child. Dude. Dude. Chat. Guys. Like, what are we doing here? Like, what are we doing here, guys? Like, what the fuck are we doing here? Like, what? I'm sorry, dude. That's funny as shit. I could not stop laughing at this thing, bro. And it was like everywhere. Everybody was making this comparison. That is funny as fuck. It's funny as fuck, dude. I was dying at this shit. I was legitimately dying, bro. I couldn't stop. I was like, yo, they got him. It's over, dude. Just fucking end it all. Like, we got him. Fucking cinema, bro. Dude. Jimothy, dude, it's fucking, I don't know. I thought that was a great comparison. Dude, it was like all over social media. Gaz sent it to us in a group chat that we have. He was dying. Like, Gaz was legitimately like crying, bro. He was laughing so hard. I was like, this is a perfect compare. Like, let's zoom it in. Bam. Bam. Hey, dude, Wolverine's going, dude. Wolverine's going, dude. What are we talking about here? Cancel it. It's over. Dude, it's over. They got murked. It is what it is. I don't even know what we were talking about anymore because this shit just took over my brain. Like, straight up. I don't even know what we were talking about. Oh, exclusives and Asha Sharma. Hopefully she does it. Fucking, and don't make a Jumanji looking kid. Bro. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. I feel like there was something else I was missing. Like news-wise. You know what I mean? Let me go look at my DMs, see what else I was talking about. Oh! This. Did you guys see this? Kind of funny. Xbox sees a positive 86% in June, and PS5 and Switch 2 slide in the same time frame. By the way, just to give like reference of what's happening here, Xbox is still in third place. It's fine. But, you know, hey, good job. It shows that there's some form of positivity that people feel. I have a PlayStation 5 and I like the exclusives, but their game output is weak as fuck. Xbox has way more going for it. You know, that's the funny thing, Daniel, is that I've always said that I can't justify buying a piece of hardware like a console or even a handheld if I don't have 5 to 6 games I want to play. PlayStation's like getting there, but it takes years. Like, I want to play the Spider-Mans. I want to play God of War. But when they have like 1 or 2 come out a generation, you don't get to that 5 or 6. Deceiver, almost like exclusives matter. Dude, exactly. The announcement of exclusives comes out, right? Straight up. Announcement of exclusives come out. And then all of a sudden, 86% more get sold. And it's not like a crazy amount, I don't think. I think like it says here, they're equating it to the GTA 6 hype and the Forza Horizon 6 effect and the impending price hike. Because that's the other thing. They announced a price hike, so more people went and bought the console. But it's also like they had 007 come out. They had Forza Horizon come out. They had exclusives announced at the game show. The game show was a huge plus, I think, to them. The PlayStation game show, I don't think it was like that big because they rented like a whole hall. Like they literally rented a whole hall for that thing and then got murked. I don't know. The one thing I will say is that the game show, while great, they did sell a lot of those studios. I'm the same with Switch 2 at the moment. I'm holding out until they have several games I want to play. At the moment, it's fucking Mario Kart and Donkey Kong. Bro, AJ, you're not wrong. See, I'm not a big Nintendo guy anymore. A Nintendo N64 is probably one of my favorite consoles of all time, like top 3. Like, no joke. Like, top 3. Mortal Kombat Annihilation or Mortal Kombat. There's so many games. Conker's Bad Fur Day, Blitz. Anybody remember NFL Blitz? All of those things were great. Like, I own so many. 007. Like, N64 had bangers. And then Nintendo went like a completely different route. Smash Brothers. Their first original Smash Brothers on the N64 is one of my favorite games of all time. Don't care. As soon as Xbox exclusives goes up, and how many YouTube guys say it didn't matter, you're not wrong. GameCube was yours? Your favorite one? I'm this. What was I gonna say? I read the same things. My daughter likes some Nintendo games, but she is more interested in emulating their games. Well, NBA Jam. You loved your GameCube. Yeah, GameCube was cool. Had the Smash Brothers on there, but the original Smash Brothers on the N64 is legitimately my favorite game. Like one of my favorite games of all time. Me and my buddies used to, on the weekends, because we were younger, what we would do, I don't know if you guys did this, we would do 99 lives. We'd get home from school on Friday. Our parents would drive us and get like some pizza from Costco or something, like just pizza. And we would play till, so right after school, we'd get there, get pizza, sodas. It was like Friday, man. This is like back when we were kids. It was like 3 or 4 of us. No, 4 of us, because it was 99 lives with 4. Free for all. And what we would do is just play from like 4:30 p.m. to like the next day, like 10 a.m., 99 lives. So, dude, that's a core memory of mine. Loved it. I still have the N64 cart for the OG Smash Bros. Yeah, same. I still got the OG N64. It's probably at my parent. I don't have it here. It's probably at my parents' house somewhere, like packed up. They must be doing a new Rogue Squadron after Pod Racer. Hopefully. That Star Wars Pod Racer looks sick. I'll still game on Nintendo. It's a good palate cleanser. Okay. Magnum. Okay. That's actually pretty cool. Like most of the games on PC for me are multiplayer and games as a service. And then like you're saying, I'd go on console and PC too and play like big AAA games. But then Nintendo's like a different, like sometimes platform or just like a little bit chiller more game. At least me. So, anyways, it's kind of cool that they got like the sales scene impressive, 86% jump in June, highest units this year. So, at a good June, I guess Matt Piscatella said this. I didn't know that was him reporting this. Highest US Xbox Series units this year. Last June, Xbox Series was seeing impact of the May price increase and the Switch 2 launch. So, big percent growth. Cool. Oh, my boy Jez wrote it. Jez is cool, man. I like Jez. Jez is good people. I wonder what's going to happen once the price increases in August, how their sales are going to look. That's just me. I wonder what that's going to look like. In my mind. Xbox isn't out of the woods yet, though. It's also true that Xbox is growing from a very small base number of the units, and an 86 increase might seem like a lot, but if you're starting with a lower number already, Xbox still has a ways to go. And they're not wrong. The numbers were really bad, guys. Like, just straight up. There's no denying it. The numbers were bad. This is why Asha's saying that they're at, like, such a disadvantage right now, because they need to build that trust back up. Is what it is. I still game on Nintendo. It's a good point cleanser. All those studios were milking Xbox funds dry. Asha has walked it and just went full Warhammer 40k commissar. Dude, Hell yeah. Deceiver. We're gonna go switch it the hell up. I want to know if anybody's excited for this game. It's a strategy game. Don't get me wrong. I know people are gonna get a little, a little weird. Is anybody excited for this game?
Peggy 18.
In the grim and on the world scarred by
Does anybody know what Dawn of War is? It's a strategy game, Warhammer 40k game.
long forgotten.
Dawn of War 3,
Four armies,
I loved. I thought it was good. Dawn of War 1 and 2 are like awesome.
the Adeptus,
This is a Warhammer 40k strategy game.
the Necron,
I am so hyped for this game, it's not even funny.
knowledge,
Like legitimately hyped for this game.
annihilation,
Like I can't wait
chapter
to play this game. Like
begins,
it's coming out September 17th.
but on Cronus,
This look at that. Like strategy games are my shit. Deceiver, thank you. I knew it, dude. So I like strategy games a lot. This game looks fucking dope. Oh damn, they have a roadmap? I didn't see this shit.
conflict
Okay.
beginning this fall
Crusader mode. Alright. Sorry, now I'm enjoying this with you guys. Hell yeah.
of conquest.
Like this stuff right here, like going around planets, like invading, doing a crazy amounts of shit. This shit's my stuff. Yes, and those Xbox studios were producing trash. They were, man. Like, look at this. Like they have a RTS team, and then here comes Dawn of War 4 and just completely takes the lunch out. Dawn of War Total War, 100% I'm playing that. Like, this looks dope. Like, I just like big, open, like, strategy war games. That's just me. I don't know if anybody's, like, cool with that stuff, but this is my type of... This is my type of thing. The Total War one looks awesome also, and I'll be playing the hell out of that. Guzkutta. Last Stand Crusade map pack. Dude, I can't... Yeah, I'm gonna play the shit out of this game. Blood Raven Story Prologue, Aftermath Campaign Expansion, plus new faction. Okay. Like, look at this. This is dope. Just big all-out war, dude. So down for this. Don't care. Don't care. StarCraft should presently be putting out games like this. Rainbolt? You want to get into some crazy shit? You know what? I'm going to say that later. There's a huge Blizzard leak, and Jez has hinted at, like, the worst kept secret in gaming is there's a StarCraft shooter coming out. There's also a bunch of stuff. I'm going to talk about this next week on the channel too. I'm going to talk about this on the stream. Because I just realized it's over 2 hours, and I have to wake up at like 5 in the morning, so I need to go help the wife with the kid. I actually, like, dude, I did not think it was 2 hours. I've been having a fucking blast talking to everybody here. You guys have been so awesome. I'm so looking forward to next week. I just realized I'm so far, like, I'm like 10 minutes over, 20 minutes over that I said that I was going to go help with the kid and everything and kind of get ready for bed because I need to wake up super early because I'm working, like, I don't know if any of you guys work on the weekends, but I have like a legitimately like 12-hour day tomorrow. So I need to get some beauty sleep because I look like shit. And then that baby's not going to help. That shooter project, yeah, Rainbow. Phil did a lot of good. He was just towing the company line and took the blame for a lot of shit. He did good, but he did a lot of bad. He was way too hands off. And I think he could have done a lot more. And just asking for everybody, if you guys, like, if I have extra time on a Friday, because obviously I work tomorrow. Zucker was lost in the sauce. I was, bro. I was lost just chilling with you guys. Thanks for the sub, Deceiver. I was going to say, do you guys want to see me play some games after? Like, I feel like we can talk and then I can play some games and chill and hang out for a little bit when I have more time. You're always working. Yeah, Jay Slayer. See ya, Mac. Good night, everyone. Catch you on Friday. Friendly Fire tomorrow. Yep. But yeah, I'm thinking about maybe playing some single player games or just some games and just chilling and hanging out and talking while I play games. I like going through the news and everything, but like gaming later, just hanging out, man. Love the stream. Thanks so much. Keep giving Gaz heck on the... Hell yeah, I will. You already know I am. Thanks, J-Man. Thanks, Jay Slayer, Mac, Bit, Bobby, all of you guys. Everybody that became a member and, you know, the Gifted 5, People that super chatted, thank you guys so much for the support. It helps the channel more than you guys know, man. Everything that I make on the channel, I just flood it back in here. I bought like a light with it. I've bought another light over here that kind of lightens it up. All the stuff that I bought, like the lights behind my thing I bought, the camera, that was a 4K camera I got, all of it, dude. You play Space Marine 2? Fuck yeah, I did. I beat it in one day. Me and my buddies played 10 straight hours, bro. Not joking. Release day, 10 straight hours. Happy weekends, all. Go take care. Take care, Alvarez. Take care, everybody. So I'm going to let everybody go now. I'm going to go chill and hang out with the family. Make sure that the wife's doing good. And make sure little baby Zalker's doing good. Get some baby carrots. And yeah, hopefully I get to everybody watch along if you do the gaming streams too, bro. Thanks, Bobby. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I'll try to do something like that. I might play like some Apex or something. Start raging because that's what I do. Great show, Joker. Thanks, Tal. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you guys. Well, I'm gonna head out because I can hear the baby already screaming. She's there, dude. She's like, "Where the fuck are you? Feed me, dick." Have a good night, everyone. Yeah, when Calgar showed up, it was dope, bro. Have a good night, everyone. Yeah, have a good night, guys. And I'll see you guys next week. And then look out for the video on Monday. I think I'm going to go in that Xbox exclusivity thing. I haven't talked about that on the channel at all. So I'm going to go straight into that, I think, on Monday. So look out for that. And, of course, see you guys hopefully tomorrow. If I'm working tomorrow late, I don't know if I'm going to make Friendly Fire podcast. Just a heads up. But you guys have a good night. And thanks, everybody. Later. I got to go over here to end the fucking stream because